Hello everyone, Silly Chicken here, and welcome back to episode 3 of Minecraft Survival Guide. In our last video, we had just made our bed, and today I hope to find a place to live. We're going to do a little bit more treasure gathering and go get ourselves some place to call home. One of the first things I want to do is I want to change my bed color because my bed color is one that you're not going to find very easy. I'm going to change it to orange. I'm going to put a flower in here and get some dye. And then I'm going to combine those dyes, and that's going to give me another color. Then I'm going to put my bed in here, and I have an orange bed now, one that I can see easily around it. Like if I set it in a cave or something like that, I'm going to see that pretty easy. Now let's travel the shoreline.
2,000 years later.
So I'm pretty close to spawn. I decided to come back. I didn't like how it looked the other direction. And here I'm near the warm ocean. So this is exciting. I am going to build right here on this beach. And we're going to build us a little starter house. I'm really near spawn, which is great because if I put my iron farm over there, it will always work. And any other farm, it will stay loaded. So this is great. I think this will work perfect. And look how pretty it is. Sunset, sunrise. I mean, this is going to be great. Let's build us a tiny little beach house. Okay, so let's begin by deciding what we want to build our house out of. So first, let's go grab some wood. Birch, we have oak, and we even have access to jungle. And just up the waterway there is acacia. So if I want to grab some of that, I can. I forgot to grab a tree while I was there. How could I do that? Let's make a little beach house that goes out into the water. Let's make it look like it's up on piers, you know, because sometimes the tide comes in. We can't have ourselves washed away. One thing I want to show you about the crafting table is, let's say I wanted fence, but it flashes between the two kinds of wood I have. Instead of waiting for it to come to the right color to click on it, you can right click and then pick the one that you want to use. I think I'm going to use some pillars, make it look like pillars that are oak. Now, when you're building a house, what you want to do is build in odd number, like a 5 by 7, a 7 by 9, 9 by 11, because your windows may not and doors may not be on the center if you don't. If you do find out that you didn't do that and you have an 8 by 12, well, then just use like a double front door or something like that. I have done that and it looks fine. I think mine's going to be 7 wide. And I don't really want it hooked into the sand. So let me move the sand back just a little here. Okay. And I'm going to have it kind of come out. I'm trying to decide if I want to be able to just kind of walk out and do fishing. Because, you know, it's a vacation house. A person should be able just to walk out and go fishing, right? So let's do some planks. Let's do some slabs. Now to make slabs, you go straight across like that with 3. And I'm going to make a whole stack because I like to waste my materials. Here we go. Now, if you put planks like this, see, here's a whole block. If I put a plank like this and then I try to put, let's say, a torch on it, it won't place, okay, because it's a half slab. But if I put a second one on it, then it's a full block and you can place something on top of it. If I want to put carpet down or something, that is not going to place on it. But for a deck that you walk out on to go fishing, it's fine. I think I got this one too tall. Hold on. If something falls in the water, it will eventually just come right back up to the surface, but it takes it just a little while. But I think what I'm going to do is kind of give it a little bit of elevation. So, okay, now let's count. This will be the front of my house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I count right? 9. Before I forget, let's light this up. I can sleep though, but it's good while it's just starting to get dark that you run around and just put some torches out around where you are. If you're mining, you're down mining and you forget about it, you don't want a bunch of stuff spawning up by your house. So run around just before it gets dark and place some torches, and then you can still sleep safely and nothing will spawn. Oh, great. I am starving. I'm gonna have to go hunting in the morning. Good night. All this work makes you hungry. So let me eat my last piece of mutton for breakfast. Oh dear. And instead of playing with my logs, I'm gonna go in that river over there behind me. I'm going to get me some fish, I think. Like that. And I can come up, and then I want a full slab for my floor. Something like that. Need more oak wood. Dude! Cut them trees. Oh, I forgot to pick up the saplings too. Oopsies. Oopsies. This is how deforestation happens. I know it is. They go out there with their big chainsaws and they're just having so much fun they forget to plant the trees back. Right, Mr. Cow? Right? Right, Mr. Cow? I don't think he even cares. More grass for me, said Mr. Cow. Please chop down all the trees. I can't eat ocean. I can't eat jungle wood. I can't eat bamboo. Please, chop the trees down. Give me some grass. And this is a new feature in this version. It's these falling logs. This was in the update that I'm playing. Trees I can reach. Thank you, Mojang. Oh, let me show you a construction method. If you hold shift down, you will not fall off whatever you're standing on. You can walk out to the edge. You can walk back and forth. Looks like I'm standing in the air, but see how I'm not falling? It's because I'm holding the shift key. This is really important anytime you're doing high up things. So you want to hold that shift key while you're using your WASD keys. So here I'm putting my floor down. To make stairs, you take your planks and you're going to put them in a shape like this. It does kind of look like stairs, but it's also should be over here in your menu. Okay. Use the same block for my walls, I think. I might use a log for the corners. Already out of blocks. This is tough life. Maybe we'll just use birch. I usually like darker corners though. I could use stone. Let me go look and see what that looks like. Ah, that'll be fine. Okay, now I will want windows on this level. Probably a nice one with the sunset. And I might clear those trees even so I can see it better. And let's throw in not some sand. Oh my gosh. We'll just do the corners this way. I want my roof to be a little bit high. I like higher roofs. Let's go ahead and do some oak around the edges. Boom, boom. Boom, bada boom. Yeah, that's the wrong one. Oopsies. Okay. I am making a box on legs. How impressive. Professional Minecraft player here. And a box on legs is way more sophisticated than a box on the ground. So nobody judge me. This is a box in the air. It's like totally different. Oh. And I can fall really well. Like you saw the professional, I mean, you heard the professional falling sound that I made. And I absolutely fell with grace and style and dignity. Okay. I do like things balanced. So like if I go in one over there, I want to be one over here. And we'll add some other three-dimensional sort of things. I want big windows though. But I also want to have walls to put stuff, so I'm torn. I mean, this is vacation, like, so you kind of want to see out. I think that this doesn't need to be a window, though. We'll put a door that has a window in it. Still too tall for a door. There we go. Okay. Looking nice. My box is looking great. It's the best box we've ever seen. Okay, now I can do carpets and things like this. Doesn't have to be too fancy. Let's get some glass. And to make glass, you put sand in there and you cook your sand. A box on, it looks like, it looks so silly. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the old days with the TV. I live in a vintage television at the ocean. Doesn't that sound amazing? Oh, dude. Well, why not? Why can't we live in a television by the ocean? I think that's a great idea. Oh my gosh. That's why I'm a silly chicken, you guys, because oh, yeah, I meant to do that. That was absolutely on purpose. What kind of door are we going to use? And you can't put a door on a stair either. I forgot about that. Oh, why are there so many rules in Minecraft? I just want to have fun. What kind of door? Do I want an oak door? Okay, let's look at them. Okay. This is the birch door, but the oak door is nice because you can see out. And since I don't have a window that way, and I might have a mob come in. Now, a door will not go on top of a stair. Okay, let's put our door on here. Now, a door can go on two ways. Like if you put it on this side, it'll be flush here. And then when you stand outside, it'll be like that, inset. Or it'll be flush to the outside like that. And I think I do want it that way. But just in case you want to build yourself a retro TV to live in on as your first survival cabin, I'm going to show you how I'm doing the antennas. Kind of look like antlers. So here I put the center block and then I just did stairs, but to put another stair here, I had to do a half block. So I'll show you how I do some of them. I'm up on the stair. I hit shift so I don't fall off. I come up here and I do a half block, and then I'm doing on top of the half block, I'm doing a stair. And I'm going to do that till I have it high enough on both sides that I think it looks like a pair of rabbit ear antennas. Now they could be fairly high on a retro TV. You would have them quite a ways up there, but I'm going to have trouble getting my half slabs off. So I'm not going to go too high. And how many stairs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There. And there is our retro TV. A television set. You guys like it? He said yes. Did you see that? You saw it clearly. His head went up and down, not side to side. He likes it. And that's important because we're living on his beach. Apparently, the news of my fancy house got around, and I built it in a little bit of a shady neighborhood, didn't realize it. So some guys showed up. I think they wanted my stuff. And so anyways, they happened to bump into a traveling salesman. Poor guy lost his pets. And I had to get a little rough with them, but all's good now, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!